Hey, my Joanna Gaines junkies. We are here in Galveston, and I have some news for y'all. Now, this is my first live broadcast here on YouTube, so hopefully I can figure all this out. I just want to share with you guys all the different things that I got to experience with Michael and Ashley last night with the HGTV show Saving Galveston. So I'm going to let y'all come on, let me know how y'all's Tuesday morning is going. I can't wait to share this experience with you guys. Make sure to leave me a comment so I know that people are logging on. I've never done anything like this before, at least on YouTube. So yeah, I just want to start sharing the experience that I had. It shows that I have 6 people on so far. So if you could leave me a comment, that way I can figure out how this whole live streaming thing works. That way I can start sharing with you guys the experience that I had with Michael and Ashley from HGTV's Saving Galveston. They're a super cool couple. Oh, good morning. Yeah, it was the most amazing experience yesterday. It was kind of crazy because I got on, we've been chatting through Instagram. That's how I first met them. Hey guys. And yeah, so I met them on Instagram. Hey Rachel. And so I started chatting with them, and this is when they were way small, way before HGTV. I just loved their content. I loved what they were doing. And so yeah, throughout the months, and then their Instagram just started blowing up, and then they shot a pilot for HGTV, and I let them know that I was going to be in Galveston, and they were like more than happy to meet. So last night we basically got to do with what they would call a flashlight tour. So they sent me a message. It was right after we ate dinner at the Rainforest Cafe. Yeah, if you're just joining in, basically I'm talking about my experience about meeting Ashley and Michael from the HGTV show Saving Galveston. So yeah, we had ate dinner because they told me, they're like, our schedules are crazy. Are we talking to future HGTV stars? Me? Who knows? Them, they seem to be doing some great things on HGTV. If you haven't seen their show yet, it is called Saving Galveston, and thank you, Rachel. So it's called Saving Galveston. They shot their pilot. It has 3 airings. The next airing, I believe, is July 16th. I think that's this Sunday. But yeah, make sure to set it on DVR. Make sure to check out their Instagram. It's at Save 1900. That's exactly what it is. Save 1900. But yeah, so they messaged me on Instagram because we had already talked about meeting up, and they were like, hey, what do y'all think about doing a flashlight tour? It's like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. And I looked at James and I was like, hey, let's just go. So we ended up meeting up with them at their first house. If you're just joining on, I'm talking about my experience with the host of Saving Galveston, Ashley and Michael. So we went over to their first house, and it was a mess. Like, hadn't been really cleared out yet. It was this 2-story home that was kind of not just a few blocks from our hotel. We're staying at the Tremont here in Galveston, Texas. Beautiful hotel. Honestly, here, let me show you guys. It has like 15-foot ceilings here. It is absolutely gorgeous. The entire hotel is gorgeous. But yeah, I just wanted to live stream and talk about my experience. So we got there, we met them. They are super down-to-earth people. You know, I always had a feeling like meeting somebody like this. Thanks for sharing this on. Oh, hi. Cool, very, very cool. So I am making a video on this. I'm just gonna kind of talk about the experience, but I'm actually meeting up with Ashley and Michael again today because last night was more of a flashlight tour, and today is gonna be more of a Q&A type thing. So make sure that if you have any questions that you would want to know from Ashley and Michael, add me on Instagram at Texas Magnolia Home, all one word, and DM me what your question might be to ask Ashley and Michael. It can be anything about how they got started, on HGTV. Oh, my shiplap shirt. Yeah, when I went to Magnolia Market, I was like, I need this, I need this, I need this. And yeah, my husband probably was not so excited for, you know, me spending, you know, all this money, but it's just money. It grows back on trees. So yeah, we got to the houses in the first house. Now, it was a total mess. They had an idea of what they're doing. Now, they picked up when the pilot got picked up with HGTV, what they did is they picked up a few more houses that they plan on renovating, because that's kind of some of the stipulations with if they get picked up on HGTV for a full season, is they have to have these projects in line. I want a house with a shiplap. Yeah, I know, that was me too. When we sold our old house, I told my husband, I was like, we are going to have multiple shiplap walls. And so they picked up all these houses. Now they kind of have them sitting right now because they're waiting to see if the pilot goes well. Then that's when they're gonna start shooting with their production company to start flipping and renovating these houses. It was originally going to be a 30-minute show, but now they're pushing it into an hour-long show. So they kind of, their first episode was originally shot as a 30-minute show, and then they had to go back and add in what was it? Oh, they had to go add in some footage to make it a hour-long show. Now, I don't want to miss these comments. Did they allow you to take any pictures? Yes, I took pictures, I took videos, and we're also gonna do video footage sometime today. Now, the video footage of the flashlight tour that we were doing in the 3 different houses, because we did this at night, it was kind of cool to do it that way too. It was a little bit creepy, but you know, we had a lot of fun. So that video quality might be a little bit different. I might do like a montage type thing of a walkthrough, but you know, Ashley, she like, her mind and my mind, it's like they work exactly the same. And I don't know, she was talking floor plans, and before she would get to the next part, I'd be like, oh, are you gonna do a peninsula here and do like this is like the master bathroom? And she was like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. So you know, it's really cool to meet creative people like myself. And if you're just joining in, we're basically just talking about my experience last night doing a flashlight tour with the new host of Saving Galveston, Michael and Ashley. And if you want to, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. You can share it on any social media platform. I was kind of nervous to do this. I've done Facebook Lives before, but I've never actually done a YouTube Live. And you know, I was talking to some of my other YouTuber friends, and I was like, they're like, you'll be perfect. I'm like, I get so nervous. Terry says, I hope their pilot takes, oh, your comment just went away. I hope their pilot takes off. They should give you a show so we can see you renovating your house in real time. Well, I try to post as much as I possibly can on my YouTube channel of our Fixer Upper. I know it's not going as fast as you guys want to see it go, but I promise you we are really close. We're really close. I've been talking with our cabinet maker. He's been building the cabinets while we've been here in Galveston. So yeah, we got to tour these 3 different homes. The first home was a teetotal mess. They bought it actually from the city because they were about to condemn the house and knock it down. Good morning. And so they bought it from the city. The original price that they had agreed on was $30,000. Then when they were in the process of closing for this house, it ended up being $35,000. But yeah, no, so the budget they said for that house is going to be about $125,000 to $135,000, give or take. They wanted to be in at about $150,000, but honestly, in a renovation, you can't always stick to your budget. I mean, you can, but you might not always get what you want. So that's kind of what happened to us. Our initial budget for our house was $120,000. I think we might be into it for the renovation portion about $130,000. But yeah, so we walked around, you know, we looked at the first floor. It was going to have, let me see, a living room, dining room, then kitchen. And it had like this weird back room. So she was showing me how she was gonna like reconfigure the kitchen, and that's when I was like, oh, are you gonna do a peninsula here? She was like, yeah, that's what we were thinking. I was like, oh, great minds think alike. And then apparently here in Galveston, first floor master bedrooms are hard to come by, so that's what they are going to do with the back part of the addition of the first house that we looked at. Then they took us upstairs and was showing us, let's see, there was 1, 2, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and like I guess like an office, but the office feeds off to the front porch. Hello guys, if you're just joining in, basically I got to meet the host from Saving Galveston, Ashley and Michel. Their pilot is now on HGTV. The next time it is airing is July 16th. And their Instagram, make sure to follow them on Instagram. It's at Save1900. They are an awesome couple. So yeah, now walking through the upstairs was gonna have three bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and an office, and the office kind of like goes out over into the front porch. It needs tons of work. Now this house on the first floor actually had a fire, and so it the first floor is charred really bad, but the actual structure of the house is pretty good. It just charred like the outside of the walls. So when I was talking to them, the first thing they had to do when they bought it from the city is they had to put on a brand new roof to stop the leaking. That was like the first stipulation of what they had to do. So they have put that house on hold, waiting to see what happens with the HGTV pilot. I know they said if it doesn't work out for HGTV, they're pretty sure that the DIY network is going to pick them up. I know Ashley, and I know I'm the same way. I kind of enjoy HGTV more than the DIY network. I don't know, guys, you can put in the comment section down below, HGTV or DIY. I mean, we all have our own perks of what we enjoy. Now after that, that's what I was only expecting, is just to see this house, ask them a few questions in the house, and they were like, oh no, come on, we have 2 more houses that we would love to show you. So the next house we went to was a beautiful, and I think the house was built in the 1880s, but it was more of kind of like a Victorian style house. The woodwork in this home was beautiful. Now it was a 2-story home, and actually what's funny about this house, they talk about in their pilot how they built their dream house, or they renovated their dream home, but then they saw this house for sale, and you know, honestly, I can agree with them so much. Like the house that we're fixing up, that I'm showing you guys on my channel and on my Instagram, is that I keep saying that this is our dream house, but you know what, these projects are so much fun. So she already told me, she was like, we bought this house personally for us. We're definitely gonna film it if the pilot takes off and HGTV picks us up. But yeah, so she showed us, and not 15-foot ceilings. I think it was like 12.5-foot ceilings throughout the entire house. I'm like, our ceilings are 9 foot 3 inches. I cannot imagine having ceilings that tall in the home. So you walk in to this beautiful staircase that goes up the center of the home, and there's all these different parlor rooms and sitting rooms, and you know, they have started working on a floor plan of the home, but they were saying like they want to make sure they bring it back to the original floor plan of when it was originally built. And they are good morning, Esther, and so they were telling me, they're like, I just don't know. They can't find the original floor plan, and they're just like, we can't configure and figure out how it was originally. So they showed us the whole downstairs. Love everything you have shared. Hi to the Frugal Farmhouse too. I just watched the video of your garden. Love it too. Yes, no, I was checking out Rachel's. Rachel already knows. Every time she posts a video, hi Lori, I always watch them. Like, isn't that screen, I don't know exactly what she calls it, but it's like a screen door, little deck area, patio area. I think it's super cute. Like the idea of using like screen doors as like a shell or whatever. And then she was like telling me in the comments that she's gonna like, well, Rachel, hopefully I can tell them this. She was saying how she's gonna add on like a side pond, and another person who just added a little pond into their yard is Jillian from Pare Family Vlogs. Like I just love all of them. They know this. That's why we collaborated together. But yeah, so we were looking at, good morning. We all need a screen door. Yes, I think screen doors on a pantry are super cute. So yeah, no, they showed us the downstairs. They're actually gonna put a first floor master in that house as well. And then they took us upstairs. Now, the upstairs is going to have the whole right wing of the house is gonna be a master bedroom, master bathroom. And this house actually used to be a duplex or a triplex that was converted, and they're converting it back. And then on the left side is gonna be 1, 2 bedrooms, and then, or 2 to 3 bedrooms, I can't remember, and then an additional bathroom. So I thought that was super cool. And in the master bedroom, they have like this little cutout, and they were trying to get my stepson to go in there. They're like, oh, this would be such perfect thing for a kid to like hang out in. And He's a little scaredy cat, but it's okay. He was like, I am not going in there in the dark. I mean, he had a flashlight, but he was like, Michael was like, oh, come on, go in there, go in there. And he was like, nope, that is not going to happen. And then they were like, okay, we should turn off all of our flashlights and play hide and go seek, because this is like a 3,000 square foot house. And Andrick was like, no, I'm good, I'm keeping my flashlight on. So yeah, so then they took us downstairs, and a lot of interesting thing about the houses around here in Galveston. If you're just joining in, I'm talking about I got to meet Michael and Ashley from Saving Galveston. It's a new pilot that's on HGTV. They're hoping to be picked up. So if you want to see their pilot, make sure to check it out on HGTV July 16th. Okay, so then we went downstairs below the house, because an interesting fact is this is a very flooded area. This is an area that gets hurricanes quite often. So all the houses are built up usually like 6 to 10 feet on either pillars, different posts. They're not posts, they look like telephone posts, but either on cinder blocks or brick or whatever. Their house was on brick. So actually what they're going to do is they're going to dig it out, put a foundation in, and do a barrier wall, and then they're going to make it like a living space. They said they're probably going to do like a wet bar, maybe a mother-in-law suite. So this house is going to be massive. Now the next house after this, they're like, okay, we have one more house to show you. So I was like, okay, I'm down, let's go. So it was a few more blocks away. So we checked out that house. It was probably built, I would say, anywhere from the early 1900s, maybe like 1910 to like 1920 is my assumption. It was another 2-story house here in Galveston. It was 2 blocks away from, or 2.5 blocks away from the beach. So that is, they were saying that this is going to be a great potential flip, and at the aspect of that is probably going to turn into a rental property when they sell it to the next homeowners. And so they've actually shot already some footage there with their production company, just in case, or in the means that their show takes off on HGTV, and HGTV and them sign a contract for a full season. So they've already shot some footage there. Now this one is an active house that is being renovated already. Now they do have an investor in this house, so you walked in, it wasn't like the first 2 houses that had junk everywhere. It's already been cleaned out. They are working on drywall. They are working on painting all their shiplap walls. Guys, I promise I'm gonna get to y'all's questions. Let me just kind of finish up this thought, and then it's gonna be kind of a little open discussion. Y'all can ask whatever y'all want, because I'd love to hear what you guys think. Honestly, I really would, because I love sharing the experience with you guys. Because honestly, like when I first walked up to Ashley and Michael, like I was grinning from right here to this ear to this year. Like I just could not stop smiling. So we walked in, and you know, it was a living area on the left, then it walked into a dining area, then a kitchen, and then the stairway was right in the center of the house. So it shot up, or no, it shot to the left, then shot up, and then shot back up to the right. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I got that right. And so they put in a little half bath there. So then we walked upstairs, and then it was 1, 2, 3 bedrooms, with laundry upstairs next to all the bedrooms, and then it had 1 bathroom upstairs in the master, and then no, it had 2 bathrooms up there. So I think it was a 3 and the floor plan was 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom. So that one's getting really close to being finished. Like they had already sprayed texture on the walls. They were about to get ready for painting. They actually salvaged some of the cabinets there. So it was just a really, really cool experience. So afterwards, you know, we were talking, and it was kind of late. It was at this point in time, I think it was almost 11 o'clock. So we talked about maybe meeting up today for like some ice cream. Like Ashley was like, we are huge sweet fans, so I think we're gonna meet up for ice cream later, and that's when I could do the Q&A portion. So if you did just join on, make sure to add me on my Instagram at Texas Magnolia Home, and DM me any questions you might have for me to ask them. I have a few questions already, but I can change them up. If some of you guys come up with some really good creative questions, I have no problem sharing the content. So with that being said, now I'm going to open this up for you guys to ask me some questions, maybe about the experience, maybe about our house, maybe about our channel, our experience here in Galveston. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it to you guys and drink a little bit of water. So just let me know, guys, what you want to know, maybe about Ashley and Michael, my impressions of them, what I think about Galveston. And honestly, I was talking to James. I was like, we need to move here. I follow him everywhere like a stalker, but 500. No, you are not a stalker. I don't consider any of you guys stalkers. I really do just enjoy sharing my experience. Even if I never have a show, and even if I just stay here on YouTube with, you know, I think I only have like, I'm about to hit 2,000 subscribers. That is totally fine with me. Like, I really do enjoy documenting, you know, my projects, my hauls, our renovations. I have so much content that I can't wait to show you guys. To know let me see. I would love to know 3 trends they wish would go away. Oh, so as far as Ashley and Michael, for this question, Rachel, I know I missed out too. Let me see how these comments keep going away. Oh, well, thank you. I mean, I just feel like, okay, Rachel, awesome. I will, I'll definitely write those down in my questions. I watch 2 more than I watch. Yeah, no, for me too. Like, seriously, I watch YouTube. I used to be a huge TV person, and I'm not anymore. Like, all I do is, like, every morning or every time I have free time, I go to my I go to my YouTube app, and I go to my subscriptions, and I, like, refresh. Because honestly, like, I do love farmhouse decor, don't get me wrong, and I do love home decor haulers, and I do love renovation peoples and DIY channels, but I also watch a lot of other YouTubers. Like, it's not just people like this. Let me see. Very neat, very neat. I wish I lived near you. Wish I had friends like you. Your creativity. Well, thank you. Honestly, I didn't really know I was that creative. I didn't really even know that what I was doing was like inspiring until our last home when I was decorating it with James. And like, I would have friends come over and they're like, oh my gosh, your house is so cute. And I'm like, is it? I mean, I feel like anybody can decorate like this. Like, I get inspired off of Pinterest. So if you guys wonder where like some of my inspiration comes from, I get inspired from Pinterest. I like Pinterest and I like see certain pins. I mean, I've always liked the whole, I guess, farmhouse aesthetic look because of growing up in a small family, a small town and like a small farmhouse. So, I mean, that was kind of already our decor so far. Okay, so let me read this. Oh no. Okay, do you have pics / videos of your last home? Actually, yes. You can look it up. Here, somebody, if y'all want to put this in the comment section, just type it in, because I don't want to like mess anything up in this live feed. So if you type in YouTube 408, then capital W for West, and then space 4th, so 4th Street, and then put Karn City, Texas 78118. I almost forgot our address. So it's 408 West 4th Street, Karn City, Texas 78118. So I created a YouTube video when I marketed our house because I didn't want to use a realtor, just because I knew that I could sell the house like without a realtor. It's probably why I'm going to real estate school. So if you haven't seen like the Meet My Husband video, the follow-up Q&A video, I was talking about how I'm going to real estate school. So yeah, I knew I could sell the house on my own, so I created, and that's what kind of got me started like liking creating YouTube content. So let me go back. Let me see. How do these comments work? Okay. Is your husband excited? Yes, he was very, I don't know, in Loopy, if you're talking about just like moving in general, or if you're talking about the experience last night with Michael and Ashley, but no, he was very excited, and he's not really even that big into like farmhouse decor. Like, actually, he's not really that big into home decor, but he thought it was really neat to meet them. Not that they were on HGTV, but like, I guess he's learned throughout the experience of renovating houses that he really enjoys it, I guess. So he thought it was really neat to meet other people like us. Now let me see. It is so cool how when YouTube becomes like, no, seriously, like I consider you guys like my friends and family. Do you like flea markets, and what's your favorite year? So flea markets, we really don't have that many where we live. We have an estate sale maybe once every few months, and I do go to those when I can. I think they're fun to go to. Okay, so the address was 408 West, just a capital W though, 4th, like 4th Street, and then it's Karn City, Texas, Karnes, and then space city, City, Texas, 78118. So just type that into to YouTube, and there is a video listing of that house. Now that was kind of, I would say, like a Mediterranean, like there was lots of like pastel yellows, creams, dark browns, like light turquoise colors, like pastel turquoise colors. And so that, and then I was starting the transition from like that decor style into farmhouse decor, kind of transitioning. Plus it was a lot of furniture James already had, and we knew it wasn't our forever home, so we were just kind of like doing it like inexpensive, I guess, decorating. So let me see. It's amazing how much our smells. Yeah. For sure, Rachel. I was telling yesterday, hence my YouTube name. I looked around. That's really neat to create. Like, I actually bought our Siberian Husky when I first got him. I went onto Etsy and I bought him like all these custom dog collars. Like, I love it. Yes, if I can find something cute on the curb, I'll pick it up. But where we live, I never have that kind of luck. But yeah, that's about it. Do y'all have any more questions, maybe pertaining to Michael and Ashley? Any questions that you would like to know about their channel, or about their HGTV show? How often do you come to San Antonio, and how about a meetup sometime? So we pretty much go to San Antonio maybe for sure once a week, if not once a week, once or twice a week. But it's kind of been varying. I've been kind of going up more often just to make sure we get the materials we need. Like, I went up the other day to, if you're from the San Antonio area, over there by North Star Mall, they're right next to that Best Buy north of 410. There's that floor and decor store. And so we went there to buy the tile for our laundry room. And if you haven't seen that tile, believe me, it is super cute. So you'll want to make sure you check out my Instagram at Texas Magnolia Home. And so yeah, no, for sure, like, I love meeting new people, especially people who enjoy, you know, farmhouse decor like me, or DIY projects. Like, I'm actually getting ready to start a project, so this is something else that's new. A friend of mine decided that instead of buying a new house, that she wants to renovate her house, her and her husband and her family, to better fit their family. So she's already told me that she needs my help designing it. She's already given me full permission to record everything and show you guys that renovation progress. I'm not really sure when that's gonna start. I know she needs to talk to her bank and get approved, or they need to talk to their bank to get their loan approved. We need to draw up designs together, and we need to find a general contractor. She might actually use the same general contractor that we have. But yeah, any more questions? Well, that's about it. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this first YouTube live video. I know I was kind of nervous. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, make sure you give us a big thumbs up. And until next time, my next video is coming out this Thursday. It is going to be a giveaway. So make sure you check it out, because it is a giveaway with farmhouse wares. And I promise you guys, you will not want to miss out. All right, guys, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.